I love coming here to the Cambrian Mountains in Wales. A beautiful wilderness of mountains, forest and water. I come here often. It's a place where I come to unplug, disconnect. No phones, no distractions. It gives me time to think, to evaluate, to re-energize, to reconsider, to think about my goals and my dreams and ask myself, am I on track? Am I focused on the right things? Sometimes even coming here just for a day is enough. I just love the peace and the beauty of this wilderness. The view from the top of the mountain always inspires me. It inspires me to believe and know that everything is possible. But it's not just being at the top of the mountain, it's the journey you take to get to the top. It's a little bit like building your forever business. It's about your journey, and it's about the people you meet, the people you work with, the people you will inspire, the people that you will lead, the people that will go with you side by side to the top of your mountain. That's what building a forever business, an Eagle business, is all about. The Eagle Manager Incentive is an incredible program, and we know that Eagle managers typically make anywhere from 50 to 100% more on their monthly income than a manager. So I'd like to congratulate all of you for being Eagle managers. However, the Eagle Manager program is a progressive program, and that means that you mustn't just stop as an Eagle manager. You need to have your sights firmly set on Senior Eagle, Soaring Eagle, Sapphire Eagle, Diamond Sapphire Eagle, and the ultimate, which is Diamond Eagle. Now, I know this can sound a bit daunting when you first begin to think about promoting through the Eagle Manager Incentive, but it is entirely possible, and each and every one of us, each and every one of you can do it if you set your mind to it. But you're probably thinking, well, where do I find my people from? Who's going to be my next Eagle? How long will it take me? Will I even be able to achieve it? And the answer is yes to everything. You most certainly can achieve it. And I want to share some ideas with you to make it possible. So maybe I've got you thinking. Maybe I've got you thinking that actually it's entirely possible to go through the Eagle Manager Incentive and begin to promote. And so how do you get started? Well, in my eyes, getting started is very, very simple. The first thing is that you need to have the goal. You need to commit to yourself that you are ready and willing to go for the next position within the incentive. And for me personally, when I'm setting a really big goal, I find that by taking myself off for a few hours or maybe a day to places like this, to your happy place where you can be completely focused, completely at one with identifying what it is that's important to you and why you are prepared to work for it, I think this is a really good exercise to do, because moving up through the Eagle Manager program requires you to be very focused, very committed, and truly in alignment with your goal. So the first thing is we need to set the goal. Once the goal is set, then we need to formulate a plan. And formulating a plan, I believe, is where quite a lot of people actually go wrong. You see, they start off with great intentions, but because they've got no plan to follow, they kind of fizzle out halfway through the program. So having a plan is absolutely fundamental to your success. You know, life is about being progressive, and Forever is no different. And I, for one, can say honestly that I am at my happiest in building my Forever business, my Eagle Manager business, when I feel that I am moving forward. And I think it surely is going to be the same for each and every one of you. And that is why we need to begin to now look at how we break down the components of our goals and formulate a plan that is going to guarantee that we achieve the next level within the incentive program. Making a plan is broken down into two fundamental parts. The first part is what you do with your team, and the second part is what you do personally. Let's take a look first at what you do when you're working with your team. We're focusing on our non-manager business because we are looking to identify and work with the FBOs within that group who've got the potential to become a manager and then scale from there to Eagle manager. So the first thing is, when identifying the people that you need to work with, is having an honest look at your business. Because what I don't want you to do is fall into the trap of putting the right time into the wrong person. So take an honest look at who is worthy of your time, your input, your energy and your leadership. Now, very often with a team of maybe 10, 15, 20 people, it could be you've only got 1, 2 or 3 to work with. But focusing all your time and attention on those 2 or 3 people is going to explode your business. That I can promise you. Once you've identified the people that you need to go to work with, you are going to sit down with them and put their plan in place. You're going to put a plan in place for them to move through to manager, and also to structure their business and get them excited about becoming an Eagle. And the reason that you need to do this is because we are in progression. Remember, I said a business is exciting when it's progressive. And there's nothing more exciting than working with people that are on a mission to achieve their goal. So once you've identified who to go to work with, once you've put their plan in place, once you've got them inspired about all that the Eagle program has to offer, go to work with them. They become your A-team. These are the people that get your priority time, they get your priority focus. You're literally helping them go from A to B. Then, of course, you've got the other people left in your team. This is your B team. You will work with these, you will nurture them, you will love them, they're all part of your business, but you won't give them quite the same time as you're giving your A team. So really make sure that you've put that plan in place to identify who to go to work with, put the plan in place with them to get to manager, and then on to Eagle, and go to work with a passion. To make sure that you have enough quality people to work with in your team, you're looking to have between 25 and 50 FBOs in your non-manager group. And we're looking for that group to build a non-manager business that's going to head towards 75 to 100 non-manager case credits each and every month. So we've talked a little bit about your strategy with your group and looking into the group to identify your potential leaders. What we need to do now is focus on what you do personally, and this is your own personal recruiting strategy. And it's really, really important you know what you're doing on a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly basis. Because unless you have a plan that you can work to each and every day, what you'll do is you'll do a bit one day, do a bit one week, do nothing for another week, and before you know it, the month's gone, you've not recruited anybody, and you've dropped behind a little bit. So let's have a look at what a recruiting strategy might look like. So there are many, many different activities that you can focus on. And what we do is we look at all the activities and then get you to pick 3 that you are going to perfect and action every single day. So all of us have a who do you know list. All of you have a who do you know list. And it's really important that you rewrite this list and get it ready to action. Because we focus on you contacting 3 to 5 people per day off your warm market who do you know list. The next area of recruiting activity would be on the social media platforms. And obviously there's many, many platforms that you can choose from, but my advice is choose one that you can master, focus on it and work with it. So let's just say, for example, it's Facebook. What we would expect you to do is to connect with and engage with at least 15 people per day within the Facebook platform, building up that relationship, building that rapport, till eventually they get to the point where they want to find out more about what you do. You can do cards and flyers, business cards and recruiting flyers. They're very, very powerful. And we look for people to give out between 200 to 500 a month of those. Alongside that, you can revisit all the people that in the past have said no to you. The timing wasn't right. And if you revisit those people, the timing could well be right now. You could look at asking for referrals. And I always have a saying, if you don't ask, you don't get. And also, you can do small adverts in local communities, in very local publications, nothing that needs to cost a lot, but can reward you with people making contact with you. And also, as part of your recruiting strategy, never ever underestimate the potential of a very satisfied customer. So maybe now is the time to reach out to all of your customers, ask them if they're happy with the product, and if they all say yes they are, tell them that behind the amazing product sits the most incredible business model that can allow them to make some money and take the financial pressure off their homes. This is a great way to get people who already love the products looking at the Forever opportunity. So what we're looking for you to do is to begin to work your own personal business, your own personal prospecting and recruiting business on a daily basis. And we're looking for you to develop your own personal statistics. Because once you know how many people you need to speak to each week, each month, in order to recruit between 2 to 4 people each month, then you are absolutely on track with building your business. Everything then becomes very streamlined. And once we have a system in place, then all we do is work the system day in and day out. So the plan is very simple. Who are you working with within your non-manager business? Who are your A team? Who are you looking to recruit for your next generation of potential leaders? And how does that fit into your daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly plan in order to identify the people you need to work with who will go on and become Eagle managers in their own right? And when that happens, you're going to promote through the incentive, and that's when it gets really exciting. So the whole purpose of having this plan in place to identify who you're going to be working with in your existing team, and this recruiting plan in place that you're constantly working on yourself, is because we're looking to put a structure in place where we have 5 strong key legs that we work with at any one time. These are people that are committed to the program, committed to being a manager, and are excited about the journey and can't wait to see their own teams and businesses grow. So with these 5 good key strong legs, we're looking to inspire them, we're looking to motivate them, we're looking to impart our knowledge to them, we're looking to teach them the right habits and the right daily activities. We're looking to excite them about becoming Eagles in their own right. And basically, these are the businesses that are going to create stability, not just for themselves, but for us, and help us promote to the next level of the Eagle incentive when they're becoming new Eagle managers in their own rights. So now we have an understanding of the kinds of activity that we can focus on with our own personal recruiting strategy. It's down to us to pick those 3 activities that we are going to action on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, and we are going to record the results from all of those activities. Because the one thing that you need to manage and monitor is that you are being productive. You are being productive with the results you're getting. So, we need to be able to measure activity, because if we can't measure it, we can't manage it. So find the 3 activities that you want to focus on, perfect them, work them every single day, make them a habit, and once you are getting the results, you can teach those skill sets into your team as well. There's nothing more exciting than working with a really good group of FBOs that are all committed to achieving manager on the marketing model, and then having the vision to go through to Eagle. I know from personal experience, I'm happiest in Forever when I'm working with really, really, really good people. And that only happens when you're recruiting enough and when you're working with the right people from your existing team. I often get asked a question, and that is, Jayne, if you've got so many new people joining your team, how do you manage them all? And this is a great question, and you might be wondering what the answer is. Well, I think it's fair to say that you need to have a very simple, duplicatable system that everybody can learn, everybody can apply, and everybody can teach. I work primarily with the First Steps to Manager manual. This manual is fantastic because it allows the new FBO to work with you, identifying their goals, looking at the marketing model, looking at a retail strategy, looking at a recruiting strategy, and then taking the necessary action in order for them to achieve their goals. So this is a very, very important document to work with to create good habits, to create an understanding of the business, and also to become very duplicatable. Now, alongside that manual, we will run online launches to help people build their retail base of 4Ks credits. And we also run an online recruiting and development system. So we run 2 online business presentations every single week. And this is great because every single new FBO can plug their prospects into the business presentation and know that their upline leaders will present very well the forever opportunity. At the end of that business presentation, if the prospect is happy and has had their questions answered, we get them registered, and then we invite them to join us on a Fast Start training. And the Fast Start training runs over 4 modules, over 4 weeks, and it covers every aspect of building a business. So alongside the modular training, we work with the first steps to manager. So if you think about that, the system's very, very simple. It's the first steps to manager, it's teaching people how to recruit, it's teaching people how to retail, it's teaching people how to do their 4Ks credits, it's teaching people the components of the marketing model, it's then allowing them all to plug their prospects and their guests into launches for the product and business presentations to share the opportunity with. And as they begin to recruit their own new team members, we do the 4-part Fast Start training so they can all learn the simplicity of building a business. This is a very simple, duplicatable system, and alongside the process of building a business, I have regular communication with the people who are committed to being a manager. Literally every week we are planning their activity together. We are actioning it, where I am coaching them through the process, and then we review the results at the end of every single week. And what this creates is good habits, good discipline, but more importantly, lots of success, lots of case credits, and lots of people promoting through the marketing plan, so everybody's happy. So let's summarize all this, let's bring it all together, and let's just simplify the whole process, because you know what? Once you decide to become an eagle, then actually it is really pretty simple. You need to state the goal, and in stating the goal, you need to then write it down. And once you've written that goal down, that you want to be a senior soaring sapphire eagle or beyond, another really good exercise in goal setting is to create a dream board and put some visual images on that dream board that really stimulate you, that really inspire you, that really keep you emotionally connected to the goal. This is really, really important, because for me, I believe the magic really happens when we decide that the goal is important enough to do whatever it takes to achieve it. Then you need to develop your plan. You need to have real clarity on what you need to do every day, every week, every month, every quarter to move you and your team forward. If you can measure it, you can manage it. And when you can manage it, you watch the results come. Have a really clear vision of who you are going to work with, who you're going to spend your time with, coaching, mentoring and leading through to manager and then to eagle manager. Really important you spend your time with the right people. And just remember to never ever stop working hard towards your goal. You know, your goal's important to you, and we know there are going to be challenging times. We know there are going to be people that disappoint you, people that let you down, things that don't materialize. That's life, it happens to all of us. But here's the thing, when you work through these challenging times, you become a stronger leader, more able to manage the challenges going forward, and more able to be more empathetic with your teams. We never ever quit, we never ever give up on our goal, because remember this, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're absolutely right, and winners never quit. So it's time to step out of the comfort zone and into the adventure zone. It's time to work with the people in your team and help them achieve all of their goals and dreams, and in doing so, your success is guaranteed. The magic happens when the journey begins, and the view from the top is pretty impressive.